To headlines and headings, we were just talking about the coronavirus and also the election and everything else like that. Now, you play in the National Football League, but as you know, you probably got people that play in the National Basketball Association and other sports. So how does this pandemic or epidemic affected you just right off the bat?
Oh man, so I'm just going to tell you where I just came from. I was in Miami for our annual conference, NFL conference with our union, and this is when we first heard the news of this outbreak in the NBA. So just as us players, NFL players, we immediately just felt like the surrealness of it, and now automatically it makes us more aware like this is something we need to protect ourselves and do the little things to prevent this from, I guess, spreading or whatever.
Yes,
just
yes.
Everyone just taking just the little precautions on cleanliness. Just being aware of how we interacting with people.
Mm-hmm.
But now for me personally, I don't want it to affect my spirit too much.
Right.
When it comes to interaction with people, where I hope we don't lose this love. This just from a sense of just touch.
Right.
So just
Right.
boom, love. I need a hug. Let's not lose some of this. Spiritual awareness that we need to keep together and not divide us. So it's we're in the beginning stages, and we'll see where this goes. But right now, it is creating stress,
Right.
and we don't need any more of it.
How long did it take y'all, if you know, how long did it take y'all to get protocols in place when it first was realized that this is really beginning to be a problem? How long did it take y'all to get protocols in place as far as safety?
Honestly, we working on it now. I feel like just this was 2 days ago,
Yeah,
3
days
days ago, when this was public knowledge in the NBA at least.
Mm-hmm.
So protocols, I feel like they're working on it now. And am I on? I'm not sure.
Yeah, you are.
I'm on. Okay, so I feel like the protocols is now the way I kind of envision it. It should be mandatory for everyone to get tested.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be the protocol. If you're playing in any arena,
Mm-hmm.
sports arena, for sure. So because we don't want this to get in and get out, and that's bad for business.
So I know in the NBA they're asking players not to at this time not to practice with each other, but don't get too far from the team because they don't want them to go out there. Let's say go to another country and then bring it back. So in regards to you guys, what are they telling you? Anything like that as far as practicing and being with each other?
Yeah, they did send out a mass email just letting us know if you did travel to certain countries,
Right.
that we have doctors, that we built relationship, I guess, with the CDC or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
that we can have access to going to. So I guess that's something they have in
Mm-hmm.
place for us at our leisure.
Right. So, tell us the reason. I know we dunked on you on this particular thing.
Oh, good.
So, what was the reason that you stopped by here for, and what position you play for the Colts?
I play safety for the Colts.
Oh, you defensive guy.
Yeah, defensive guy.
Yeah, my son plays safety. He a little tight, but but not as hard as you. So, how long you been in the National Football League?
This is going on my 6th year now.
6 years.
So this past year, a year with the Colts, and actually I was on injured reserve with them. So I ended up tearing my labrum early in the year. So that was a blessing in a way, because now I was able to take a seat and work on things outside of football, and many things, or one thing I would say that I've been working on is my voice. And what I mean by that is more so sharing my testimony. I've been going to schools and now on this path of becoming a motivational speaker. And not only that, I've been doing a lot of writing. I've been, I feel confident enough to say that I am a poet. So I've been doing a lot of spoken words, and just using all type of lanes. And one last lane is I've been really having these financial literacy workshops. So really want to pour into my community back home. I am from Atlanta, Georgia, Riverdale to be exact. But now I'm ready to pour into my community and really educate and uplift my community when it comes to finances and just over understanding of how money works. And the first thing where I'm at right now, where I can kind of speak on, is credit. So that I think this is the great foundational block to building your way up to wealth. And first things first, you got to work on yourself, and yourself is ultimately your score in life, and that is what your credit score. So get that thing right.
Here's the thing. Speaking of which, now Billy, you know that a lot of people have to take off because of the school children because of this. So Isaiah, how can the parents, single moms, single dads, or the parents, how can they work on how do you propose with the downtime they might have because the kids are going to be at home for 3 weeks?
Correct.
How can they work on their credit and do things of that nature?
Working on your credit, you could do secure a credit line. So you could just go online. I honestly, my little sister has, I want to say, she has Down syndrome. So and she's 24 though. So she's at an age where she has access to credit. So my mom never has touched her credit, and I've been working on my sister's credit, building her credit up. So ultimately down the road, we can buy a home together. And she is getting a government check each and every month. So why not, make it beneficial for her and us as a family, and win on that. So, but going back to that question, what can you do right now? oxpublishing.com. That is an online credit line that you can pay with. How much did I pay? I think I paid like $225 to get a credit online credit service. I don't want to say credit card, but it's just credit service where Ox Publishing will report to the 3 bureaus for you, and we had a 2,500 credit card limit. So we made our payments on every month, $30 a month for 5 months or something like that. And Ox Publishing reported to, I want to say 2 of the 3 bureaus. You got Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And they reported to 2 of the 3 bureaus, letting know that we was making our payments and just having that secure credit line is one way of building up your credit score. So I did that for her. Oxpublishing.org actually, and Hutton Chase is another one that I recommend as far as getting those secure credit lines.
Okay. So Ox Publishing and Hutton Chase, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So so you from Atlanta, Georgia. I know this is a culture shock, especially with this particular weather. What brings you to Cleveland, Ohio?
My uncle, man, hooked me up with a speaking engagement where I spoke to some the youth earlier, some kids that's into dance. So yesterday it got canceled, but I was speaking to this nonprofit, some donors. I was supposed to speak to yesterday that was going to donate some funds for the kids to go to this dance program. So I missed that yesterday because of what's going on right now. Right. But today I'm glad I was able to at least have fun with the kids. So I gave them a little pep talk on what it takes to make your dream come true. And the 3 things I spoke on were faith. Faith is the first thing you must have. Anything you want to do in life, if you want to get it done, you have to believe in yourself. So ultimately, it comes down to your faith, because you can't rely on your people, your brother, your mom, your brother, sister. You can't. It's ultimately going to be on you. So faith. Start off with that. And the next 2, man, my Uncle G, man, he has great connections. I was able to talk to Les Brown FaceTime, man, when I first got here, and he told me some two keys that I need to switch up. So at first it was commitment and hard work, which you definitely you have to have. You got to be consistent throughout your life on anything, and you got to put in that work. But also, what he told me to say, skill set. So any industry in life, you got to understand that it's a certain skill in that arena that you must have. Right. So in football, obviously you got to be able to run, tackle, catch. Right. Those are the 3 skills, main skills that you must have as a defensive player. And so for them, I was just letting them know I don't know the dance word like that. So I'm imagining, you got to jump, have
Right,
rhythm,
rhythm.
whatever. Those are the skills that fall into
I
that.
have 2 left feet like me.
Right. So you got to have those skills. So skill set, the second one, and the last one, man, Les Brown told me to mention is perseverance. So anything in life, you will, there will be a trial. There will be some type of adversity that you must persevere through. And that is when, your true self will show itself. And you got to persevere through it, man. So I gave them my little background and, forms of adversity that hit me and challenged me and made me who I am today, that I can gladly and proudly say, man, I'm a dog. Any type of adversity come my way, I know what it takes to keep that mental intact, and we're gonna win.
So I like the part where you said about skill set, and then the other where you realizing where you at and that you on a platform and using that. But I want to stick to the first one. How we watch LeBron James operate the basketball on the court and off the court. What part of that do you take out of it to move in that direction, where you not only have the skill set on the field, but then off the field, learning that business inside and out? So maybe at the end of your career, you go into broadcasting or some other within the sport. How are you navigating that?
You got to use right now. I'm using my platform to build these connections.
Mm-hmm.
So now with these connections, I'm feeling big on vibes. Who's real and who's not. So once I'm able to distinguish who's real, I need those people around me, and those people are going to benefit me both, spiritually and worthiness in whatever field down the line when it comes to business. So having those people around you that you can learn from and feed off from is ultimately going to get you to the next level. So that, to me, I know y'all from Cleveland, so y'all know, way more about LeBron, but that man LeBron, he has great people around him. And I feel like that is why he's able to maneuver in all aspects of life, because of the people that's around him. And that's ultimately what it is. You can't do it by yourself. You can be the most talented individual in the world, but if you don't have a team, you stuck.
But I talk to young kids too that want to do, they want to rap, they want to do this or that. I express to them, learn that inside and out. Don't just learn how to lay down the track, but learn how you work the board, learn what price values are, all of it, learn it all, because then that makes you a better human being and a better person in that field. The other thing was when you talked about where you are and the kind of platform that you have, I think you are a well-enlightened person that you realize with your position comes certain responsibilities, and then you can bring attention to certain issues. Going to speak to young kids, best thing in the world to show them, not only just let them see what kind of car you drive, what kind of bling you got or whatever, but tell them how you got there. I think is always more valuable than them just seeing what you have. Because then they say, well, I want that, but not knowing how to get it and the right way to get it. So I really, really appreciate that you take the time to talk to kids and show them what your path was. And certainly learning through the injury, let me figure out some other things, because one day, even if I play well, this comes to an end. Now, what comes after that?
So what now? Here's the thing. You said you do poetry, right?
Yeah.
You got some poetry for us? So I see. The thing about it is that I got to listen. I'm going to say this right now. Anytime you say you got a talent, any singer that's on here, y'all know Larry H. Yard to say, listen, y'all going to have to, you gonna have to tell me, you're going to have to either sing, spit, or do some poetry. So you got some, you got some stuff for me?
I do.
All right, go ahead right now.
So I'm going to hit you with, all right, don't take offense with Kobe Bryant. I know it was once upon a time LeBron versus Kobe. You got to pick and choose, but now LeBron with the Lakers, I think we okay. So, but all respect and rest in peace to my man Kobe, man. He really inspired a lot of us. I feel like all of us, because you got to respect that man's mentality when he was here with us. And the title of this poem is called "The Mamba Mentality."
Go ahead.
So the Mamba Mentality, here we go, by Isaiah Johnson. 4 a.m. is when I start my day. I'm already dripping sweat while the world sleeps. I'm bringing my dream to life while the world is resting in their dream. I can rest at the end. I can rest when God pulls the plug. But right now, I'm still breathing. And my mentality is to scorch anybody that has the courage to line up against me. I've been working on this since I was 2 years old. I've been inching towards my purpose from the moment I entered into this world. I was born to be driven to embrace hard work and pain, driven to work hours and days at a time, driven to work at my weaknesses until they become my strength, driven to be better than I was yesterday. Today, you will see. Today, you will understand. You will understand my worth, my value, my talent. Can you see it? No? You can't see my rings, my trophies, my untouchable accolades. You can't see my businesses, my Oscar, my granddaddy. Just look around you and ask someone, can you outwork the Mamba? And I wish you would say yes. And you better say it with your chest too, because I'm breathing down your neck and I'm going to make sure you know who I am. 81 points. And these folks have the audacity to say something reckless like I'll take them. No one said that, Mamba. Are you sure? Well, they decided to lace up today, so I'm guessing that's what they said. Now I got to beat these boys like they stole something. I can't help it. I was born to do this. Each and every day, I've been granted new life. Do I plan to win today or lose today? You daggone right I'm going to win. You daggone right I'm going to lose too. But when I lose, I'm going to smile. Because now I can use this moment to learn and create a teachable moment for myself. You see, this is why that happened. If I go left, take a step back like this, they'll never get to me. All right, bet. Let's run it. Run it back. Again. Run it back. Again. And again. And again. Bro, you good now? Nah, let's do it again. We're going to be here all night. We're here to win championships. And if that's not your mentality, then I'm going to be on your head and make you question your profession. Don't come around me with that weak mentality. I'll be damned if you bring me down. Every day we raise the bar. You see? The mama's about that business. The mama's about that action. The mama will attack. You better be aware. And in the words of the mama himself, we don't quit. We don't cower. We don't run. We endure and conquer. Let that sink in. I got to get back to work. Mamba out.
Oh! Oh! Woo! That is the whoa! Shout out to Robert Vineyard, Gregory Stringer, Richard Montgomery, Lydia Poe Berman from Georgia, Valerie Ramos, and Brian David Siggers. Oh, that's super fire. You gotta get a black fist up for that. You get a black fist up for that. Actually, get another one. You get 2 black fist up for that. Because that's fire. So when will we expect this? When will the Colts see you? Before we go to break, when will the Colts expect to see you back on the field? Hopefully.
Man, honestly, tell you the truth, I'm coming down to the end of my road with the Colts. So next week we will see where I end up. So I'm planning on, I plan to hit free agency next week. So we shall see. So I could be with the Colts, or I could with someone else.
What about here? What about Cleveland? What
What
about the Browns?
Hey, look,
I'm recruiting early because my co-host that usually hears the Steelers fans. So I'm recruiting early. What about the Browns? You talked to the new general manager yet? You know?
Look, I would say I've Morgan Burnett is one of my closest friends, someone I looked up to. I went to Georgia Tech, and he's always been a guy I looked up to. So I would love to be here just for that man alone, So that's my guy.
All right. Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Cleveland Browns, look out for this young man. All right. So you guys, you want to hear? He dedicated. He hungry. You hungry?
Hungry.
Starving.
The mama mentality.
All right, the mama mentality. All right. So we're gonna go to break. We're gonna go to break with my man, the game, dreams. When we come back, we're gonna talk more about this, plus the election. Hopefully, Isaiah can stay around with us. I know people got their picks, but I got who I think is going to win the Democratic nomination. So we'll be right back. Headlines, headings, voiceofradio.com, Nerve DJs Network, 216-694-8910 for the people that want to call my phone. You can call this station. Peace. We'll be right back. Thank you very much. That was wonderful.